Shalom, my friends. Nothing that I say today applies to every Palestinian. It does not apply to every Muslim. It does not apply to every non-Jew. It applies only to the terrorists of Hamas, Hezbollah, Islamic Jihad. I don't need to go down the list any further. You know who I'm talking about. The problem of terrorism against Israel may be one of the most difficult problems in the world to solve. But as Dennis Prager has said, it's the easiest problem in the world to explain. Israel wants to live in peace and wants Palestinians to live beside them in peace. The other side, they want the other dead. Hamas wants dead Israelis. If the massacre from last week did not make that clear to you, that all they seek is to murder Jews, well, we can still be friends. Maybe there are other things we can agree on and talk about. But when it comes to that, if that massacre didn't make clear to you that all Hamas, all the terrorists, all they want is to kill Jews, we'll never understand each other's thinking. There's something unique about Jew hatred. Oppression of minority groups has generally taken exactly that form, oppression. And it's something that all decent people fight against. Viktor Frankl, who wrote the very important book, Man's Search for Meaning, said there are only two races of people on the planet Earth, the decent and the indecent. He's right. And all decent people oppose the oppression of minority groups. But Jew hatred is not about oppressing Jews. It is about exterminating Jews. Hamas is literally the inheritor of Nazi anti-Semitism. An analogy to Nazism is not something I do lightly at all. But in this case, it's true. Hitler wanted to exterminate the Jewish people. Hamas wants to exterminate the Jewish people. Israel is now put in a terrible position. Former Prime Minister of Israel, Golda Meir, famously said, "We can forgive the Arabs for killing our children, but we can't forgive the Arabs for making our children kill their children." I believe that Israel has no choice but to respond to this massacre and to do so with great might. I believe it is a categorical moral imperative that they do so. But as it has been said, Israel uses rockets to protect her people, but Hamas uses people to protect their rockets. Their military installations, their ammunition storage, any military operation you can imagine, by design, takes place amongst civilians, in hospitals, in schools, in apartment buildings. And when Israel warns Gazans to flee an area because Israel's going to attack that area, and that is what Israel does. Israel has the most moral army in the world. They tell the enemy in advance where they're going to hit, when they're going to hit, where civilians can go to be safe. Hamas doesn't want them to go and be safe. Hamas wants them to stay where they are, so that when Israel destroys a rocket launcher or a storehouse of weapons, civilians will be killed. That's exactly what Hamas wants. They don't even care about the lives of their own people. Hamas has an official motto, and you can look this up. The motto of Hamas is, "We love death as much as the Jews love life." They embrace death. They do not care if their own people are killed. They actually want their own people to be killed because it will make Israel look bad in the eyes of the world. But again, Israel has no choice. Just as the United States had no choice but to stop Hitler and Nazism by destroying it, Israel must stop Hamas by destroying it. I pray that Israel will do so with as little loss of life as possible, but I know that there will be loss of life, and I'm not insensitive to that. But Israel has no choice. I believe the road to peace is paved with victory, and I pray that peace be brought to the land of Israel, a durable and lasting peace, and may it happen in our lifetimes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me until the end.